Hey everyone, my name is Tasia. Welcome back to my channel and to another plan with me. This week I'm planning in my Hobonichi Weeks planner and I'm going to be using the Neutral Winter Kit. And so the Neutral Winter Kit has undergone some changes. You'll notice this is the first Hobonichi Weeks kit that has these changes. We did the base kits that had these changes. I feel like I'm saying that so much, but I just wanted to go over them with you just to make sure you guys are all on board. If there's any feedback that you guys are worried about or love, I would love to hear. So I'm going to start by putting down the date cover. And we're just putting that down. I like to anchor one side and then just follow the line so I can make sure it goes down straight. Like that, and then we're going to put the numerical portion down. So that's the 19th. Monday is the 20th. I'm going to use tweezers for this part because the little numbers are so tiny. I have a hard time putting them down straight. So we're going to take these and put them down. The 20th, so that is, I believe, Martin Luther King Day. So the post office is going to be closed. So that's going to change the things that we do on that day. So I'll have to keep that in mind when I'm planning. The 21st and the 22nd. Get these down and then we'll move on to the top and the bottom covers and then we can work through the base. When it comes to the Hobonichi Weeks planner, I kind of like to just put down all of the stickers for the most part and then just fill in the rest. That way I kind of have the framework down. Sometimes, depending on what I'm doing, like if it's something, say I'm going to the movies and I'm going to be putting down a movie sticker, I'd probably write it down first or kind of map out the space before I put the sticker down. So that way I know my writing's going to fit. But because this planner is so tiny, I kind of have a rhyme or like a rhythm that I follow. So you'll see that happen. We're gonna put down the top covers. I really love the colors of this kit. It's so nice and soft. It's different than what we normally do in the sense that it's not like a pastel rainbow, but at the same time, it's still really soft and pretty. So I really like them. I'm gonna go ahead and put this one down. And you know what? I actually am going to redo this one because I like to start it from the inside going outwards. So that way it fits really nicely. The stickers are repositionable, but when it comes to the Hobonichi Weeks paper, it's so delicate that you're going to want to be really careful when you're pulling it up anyways, because sometimes it will peel it. So you just want to go up nice and slow. For the most part, I don't have any problems, but if I'm not paying attention, I can run into things. So we have that. Let's go ahead and put down the bottom washi. And again, I'm just going to measure from the inside going out. It doesn't really matter. Oof, that's going down crooked. It doesn't really matter on this side, but on the other side, it does make a little bit of a difference because the date cover is a little wider. Oh my God, I'm putting this down so crooked that I'm starting to wrinkle the sticker. Can you guys tell that it's that? Oh yeah, you can. It's like waving up. Oh, I don't want to try again. I think I'm going to leave it. And then let's go ahead and put down this one. The only thing about leaving it though is that every sticker that goes on top of it is going to be crooked too. Gosh. I guess I'll try again. I feel like sometimes once I get it down wrong, like there's no fixing it. I don't know what it is. I just keep doing it wrong. I just put a little wrinkle in that. If you get a little wrinkle, you can usually just rub it out with your finger, or you can lift it up and just smooth it back out that way too. These darn nails. Do you guys, so I love my natural nail. I don't love how they look on camera or anything, but the functionality of them, it's so nice because you can just pick up anything and then you have this little thought where you're like, I really want nails so they look nice. And then you get them and you're like, why the heck did I do that? I do that every single time I get my nails done. So we have that. Let me zoom out a little bit so you guys can see. So framework is there. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put down the habit trackers and the schedule. So this is where some of the changes happened. These used to be kind of like longer boxes, and while they were really functional and they worked, I feel like it kind of chopped it up a little bit and made it a little weird. So I hope you guys like these changes that I made. I'm gonna put down the habit trackers first. This one habit tracker I like to use, I've been doing Pilates 5 days a week, and so I really like to track it with this. I do it at home now. You guys, I loved it so much. I took the Pilates classes with the Reformer. I loved it so much that I went out for Christmas. I took how much, like I did the math. I figured out, I always do this. This is how I justify my purchases, because this is why I bought like a really bomb coffee maker too. I take the amount of money that I would spend going to the classes for the entire year or a certain time frame, and then I multiply that and then I cross-reference it with the cost of the item to see if I can justify the purchase. And if I can justify the purchase, then I do it. So I justified the purchase, and now I have a Reformer at my house downstairs in my extra room. It's kind of like in the living room area. We don't really use that space, so I just work out down there now, and it's so nice because when I used to do the classes, I always was in level 1 or 2, and the classes are just at a certain time. They book out super fast. So if you didn't schedule it in advance and you didn't keep it, you don't get a class, basically. Like, you get to be put on a wait list. And of course, nobody's gonna cancel because it's hard to get a class. So it all worked out for me. So now I get to work out anytime I want. And there's a lot of classes online for so much cheaper, if not free. You can go on YouTube and find all the different classes. So I've been loving it so much, but I do that same thing with everything. Like I said, coffee maker, I'm like, if I go to Starbucks 5 days a week, or who are we kidding, almost every day, you times that by the cup of coffee that you buy, which is like $4 to $5, depending on how souped up you make it. The only thing is you have to stick to it. Once you buy that coffee maker, you're like, no, I said I wasn't gonna go to Starbucks. It's a really hard habit to break, but I've done it and I really like it. Now, I don't make my coffee as strong at home. And I went out and I got a Starbucks the other day, and I was so zinged out from it. I was so jittery. Of course, it was a cold brew, so it was a little stronger, but oh my goodness, you guys, it hit me hard. So that's what's been going on in my life lately. I haven't done one of these long talky ones in a long time. I feel like I don't know when the last time I talked to you guys about life was. I feel like it was maybe November, December. Not much has changed. We've just been working. We have a new employee. Her name's Amanda. She works on Mondays. You guys might know her. She's part of the planner community. So she comes in on Mondays. And then my doctor always tells me that I need to cut back on how much I work. I really enjoy it. I don't feel stressed, but my body is telling me I'm stressed, I guess, or just needs a break. So we hired another person to work on Wednesdays and Thursdays, and then every other Friday. So that way, the every other Friday, that will be our day off. Which sounds really weird. We'd never have a full day off. We work 7 days a week. So like if we're at home, this is what I don't think she quite understands. When we're at home and I'm running the machine, it's really relaxed. Like, it's not stressful. I get to just run the machines and do what I'm doing. But she said that I need to set boundaries. And so it was at strong recommendations from her to hire some help. So we're gonna give it a whirl. We found somebody, thankfully. We interviewed a ton of people, and it was just finding that perfect fit, and I think we have it. We just hired her today, so we haven't worked with her yet, but she was so great in the interview. We just really jived with her, And that's most important to me when it comes to working, is just having a really nice work environment, enjoying who you're around. I want it to be as stress-free as possible and just like a fun place to be, because it's just me and Zach. So we gotta get along, right? So we'll see how it goes. I'm excited though. I really want to get so far out with like our subscriptions and everything to where they're just like sitting, waiting to be labeled instead of always processing. So we'll see how it goes. I'll report back when I find out. Next up, so let's check in here because I was just laying stickers while I was spreading out my heart to you guys. I put the full boxes down here on the edge. I'm either going to use these, so I have two different things here going on, right? I have the schedule that I might use for my meal planning, or I might use for my work schedule, and then I can use my meal planning here. I think that's what I'm going to do. Last week, I used these boxes as the weather tracker. It was so cute. It looked, I really like the way it looks like this, but it was like lies the entire week. They were saying we were gonna get snow, 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 and we got, if anything, a little dusting of snow. Nothing like they said it was going to be. So while I was relieved, because that really would have put a damper on things when it comes to like getting around and getting to work and all that kind of stuff, I really wanted a snow day. So it was sad, but I left it in there anyways, and then that way I can document like the week of lies, the week that we thought we were gonna get snow. Everybody around us got a ton of snow. The mountain got a ton of snow. Our neighbors to the north, neighbors to the south, like everybody else got hit, except for us. Although on that one day that we got a little bit of sprinkle, people are already driving so nutty that it kind of made me thankful that we didn't get more than what we did. I don't know what happens, but so anywho's, putting down the last of the checklists. I put the checklist down all the way through, regardless if I am putting a list there or not. I just think it looks really uniform, really pretty, almost like a decorative scalloped edge. So the options there, checklist or no checklist, I still put them. I do use tweezers though. I always get questions about where I got these from, and they came with my printers. So I didn't buy these individually, but you could get them on Amazon, I'm sure. Just look up needle nose tweezers. You'll want to be careful. This one is so tiny and sharp at the end that it does dent the stickers if I pinch it too hard. So you just want to keep that in mind. Next up, I'm putting the This Week sticker here. And this one I really like. So this is a new addition to the kit. It's a tiny little strip that I like to put here, and I want to make different ones like this week, next week, shopping list, like that type of thing. So that way it can go with any spread because it's just black and white, and you can make lists on this side. I love lists, any type of list. So that's what I'm gonna do here. Last week I did with like washi tape. I might do that again, although I don't know if I have washi tape that matches this. So we'll see. I might just kind of doodle it, if anything. Let's go ahead and put down the weekend banner. The weekend banner, again, this is a change. So instead of it being this way, it's this way. I really like it. I don't know why I didn't do it sooner, but it's here now. So we're putting that down. And then for the other stickers, we have these really cute decorative ones. So hot cocoa, this one is so adorable. Poe's girlfriend. She doesn't have a name. They're snuggling, so I'm gonna put that somewhere for sure. Let's go ahead and start putting down the plans. When it comes down to writing plans, I definitely cannot talk and do it at the same time. So I'm gonna leave you guys with some music that I enjoy to listen to. I hope you enjoy it as well. When it comes to writing on the planner, the stickers, I'm going to be using this micro perm. It's an ultra fine. This is a no. I'm going to be using this one, the number 3. You can get these in a 3-pack. I'll try to link them down below. Basically, you get a number 3, you get a number 5, and you get a number 1. The number 1 is so ridiculously thin. I don't use it. It's good for drawing. But the number 3 I like for writing on the stickers because it's nice and fine. It's permanent, so it works on the stickers. So that's what I'm going to be using for the stickers. But for the actual planner pages, I was going to use this Le Pen, but I remember my handwriting was kind of funky with it. So I'm going to dig through my stash, see what I got. I think maybe this one, the Signo 0.38. This is one of my favorites as well. So I'm going to use these 2 pens, fill in all the details, and that will be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Definitely stay tuned to see how I lay down all of the plans. I wish I could talk while I did it, but you guys, I'm telling you, I will spell things wrong and I will put things on the wrong date. So if you want to see how this all comes together, keep watching, and also be sure to check us out on Instagram. I do updated pictures there throughout the week showing how I'm using my planner. So until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!
Keep diving into concrete, so bittersweet, huh? Keep losing sleep while driving in the backseat. What's left of me?